Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Be Free Yoga. My name's Inger, and this is Rosie, and we're so glad you joined us today. Today is an especially exciting day because we're embarking on the 8th and final limb of the 8-limbed yogic path, Samadhi, which means enlightenment. It's the state in which we achieve a sense of peace and oneness. And I think enlightenment can seem like this unattainable state. Maybe it's reserved just for very spiritual people or gurus. But actually it's just a process of uncovering our own innate divine nature. So the theme this week is accessible enlightenment. And we are going to start in embryo pose. Straps optional today. You may want it not 100% necessary, but 2 blocks would be good. So when you're ready, meet me in embryo pose, which is just like child's pose, but with your knees together and your arms facing the back of the room. Rest your forehead on your mat. And take a couple of deep inhales and exhales, settle in. Today's class is about being, not doing. So don't try and control or shape your breath in any way. Just let it be and watch it. With each exhale, feel the sides of your body melt around your legs, your shoulders open. Embryo represents beginnings, the fact that we can begin again in any moment, shed our past, shed our conditioning, these layers of protection we've built up over the years that hide our divine nature. So with each exhale, imagine you're just letting those things go. Then on your next inhale, reach your arms forward. Tuck your toes and come into a child's pose with your toes tucked. Lift your elbows off the floor and press your chest low. One more breath in. One more breath out. Then press into your hands, rainbow your hips up and come into tabletop. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Cross your right shin over your left calf. And then start sawing it back and forth. Give your calf a little massage, working your way from your knee, the back of your knee down to your Achilles tendon. This is a great self-massage for runners. Take it slow. Let's do it one more time. It feels so good. And then once you reach your ankle again, cross your right leg behind your left, knees together, feet apart. Then inhale into cow. Send your tailbone high, look forward, soften your belly. And exhale into cat. Push into the earth around your spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And come back to neutral. Send your right leg behind you and your left leg forward. Sunbird or spinal balance. Dial your right hip down, engage your left glute, and reach in opposing directions. And big breath in. Exhale, crunch left knee to right elbow, round your spine. Then inhale back through spinal balance. Keep your fingers spread wide on your mat. And exhale, tap your toe, just moving through tabletop dancer just for a second. Then come back through spinal balance. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze your abdomen, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, tap through dancer. Long. Crunch, you can take a break if you need it. Lengthen. And tap, lift your knee high. If you can't reach your foot, that's all right. You can reach in the direction. And then come back down to tabletop. Maybe shake out your right wrist. Settle back in and then cross your left shin over your right calf. Start by the back of your knee and saw your way down to your Achilles tendon. And one more time. Lots of things that are great for runners in today's class. And when you get to the bottom, cross your left leg behind your right, knees together, feet wide. Inhale, cow. And then exhale, cat. Start integrating your breath and your movement. Squeeze your shoulders to your hips. And then squeeze your sternum to your pubic bone. One more time. And come back through neutral. Send your left leg back and your right hand forward. Lengthen your body, one long line of energy. Flex your foot. Exhale, squeeze your knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap your way through tabletop dancer. Inhale, forward. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. One more time. Exhale when you curl. Inhale when you lengthen. Exhale when you tap. Inhale when you lengthen. And come back to tabletop. Shake out your left wrist. You see how important it is to keep a nice wide foundation. Tuck your toes and exhale into downward facing dog. Pause here. Maybe bend your knees, press your chest low. Pedal out your legs. Ease into it. Then look to the top of your mat and take tiny steps forward for ragdoll. Feet hip-width distance apart, generous bend in your knees. Reach your arms to the back of the room, and then come forward between your legs, opposite palms on opposite shins. An infinity grip representing the endless oneness of the universe. Shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet and then straighten your legs a tiny bit to open up your back more. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Toe heel your feet together. And then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Your head and neck, the last thing to arrive. Circle your shoulders up and back a couple of times. And then bring your hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Today, in honor of our theme of accessible enlightenment, let go of striving and accomplishing in your practice today and focus on just being. Let your mantra be the word allow. Allow your breath. Allow your body to settle into and fully inhabit the postures. Allow the flow of breath and movement. One more full inhale. Exhale, release your hands to your sides. Open your eyes. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms high. Rotate your palms together. Pick up all 10 toes and plant them flat on the earth. Activate your kneecaps, your quads. Take the flare out of your ribs. Inhale, grow 1 inch taller. And then exhale, back bend goddess arms. Palms face the sky, bend your elbows. Then look up, reach your heart forward as your elbows and hands go towards the back of the room. It's more of a heart opener than a back bend. Really, you don't have to bend far. Keep your belly engaged. Inhale back through mountain. Take a steeple grip, interlace your fingers, and then release your pointers. Big breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Willow your arms to the right as your hips go to the left. Open your top shoulder. Feel a nice stretch in your left side body. Then inhale up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Gaze up past your right armpit. Keep your top shoulder open. Hips can move to the right. Inhale back through mountain. Release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Move slowly. Make time and space for the transition of your spine from a back bend to a forward fold. Shift your weight into your heels just long enough for your toes to separate. It's like first position in ballet. Heels together, toes apart. Then sway your hips to the right and sway your hips to the left. Just go back and forth a few times, shifting your weight to different parts of your feet. And then come back to center, pivot your toes together. Inhale, halfway lift. Remember, you can always have blocks under your hands for any of these postures to bring the floor closer to you. Tweeze your shoulder blades together, lengthen the back of your neck. Bend your knees a little or a lot to achieve a nice flat spine. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge, right foot back. Keep your weight in your feet. We'll pause here. Tent your fingers, draw your belly off your thigh. One more breath in. Exhale, modified horizon lunge. Lower your back knee. Then start to twist your body to the left. Your left toes will point out and you can rest your hip on the floor. It's just a nice stretch. Plant your long right leg on the earth and you can point and flex your foot. Then push into your right hand to find length in your right side body. And use your free arm to maybe draw your knee into your chest. This is one of those stretches like you can't really intellectually figure it out. You've got to feel your way into it, which is really what class is about today. And one more breath in. Exhale, unwind, come back into your active low lunge. Inhale, left foot high, three-legged dog, level hips, one long line of energy. Exhale, come through high plank. You can keep one foot up or put them down or use your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows in at your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Heart open, thighs lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, sink your heels low. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, push down to rise up. Exhale, back bend, goddess arms. Bump up your heart, open your arms back. Look up towards the sky, engage your Uddiyana Bandha, belly up and in. Inhale, mountain, steeple grip. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, mountain. Release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, this time we'll go straight into our halfway lift. And exhale, low lunge, left foot back. Keep your weight in your feet, your core engaged, not much weight in your hands. Full breath in. Exhale, modified horizon lunge. Start to shift your toes to the right. You can lower your hip. Left leg long and pressed into the floor. Point and flex your foot. Push into your left hand, lengthen your left side body, and draw your knee in towards you. Just explore this stretch. Do you need to twist more? Do you need to lengthen more? One more breath in. Exhale, unwind, come back to your low lunge. Inhale, right leg high. Level hips, dial your right pinky toe down, press equally into both hands. Exhale, come to your high plank. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, rise up. Exhale, back bend, goddess arms. Imagine you are the goddess. Embrace your divinity. Inhale, mountain. Grow taller. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, mountain, release your grip. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, weight in your toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Ride your breath down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, draw your belly up and back for downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Keep your weight in your heels, laminate your legs together. Imagine you're ripping apart your mat. Lift your chest and chin, and then exhale into your goddess arms again. Another chance to draw your elbows back, reach your heart forward, keep your hips low. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Rise up, left knee lifts. Pause here, root down through your lower half, lengthen your upper half. Keep your hips level. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge, big transition here like you're moving through honey. Slow, controlled descent. Take a big step back. Now keep your weight in your feet like we've been practicing. And take a heart opener. Interlace your hands behind your back. Keep your hips low, your lunge low. You can lower your back knee for some extra support. Open your heart space. Reach your knuckles back towards the back of the room. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Lower your back knee. And rise up. Toe heel your front foot forward and out to make room for your hips to sink low. Lift your heart space. Imagine drawing your front heel and back knee towards each other. One more big inhale. Exhale, half splits. Option for your blocks here. Send your hips back and straighten your front leg. I always like my blocks on either side of my front foot. You can micro bend your front knee and then draw your front heel back towards the back of the room as you lengthen your heart forward. Flex your front foot. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, come back through crescent moon, flatten your front foot. Rise up, send your hips low again. Feels so good. Exhale, standing splits, tuck your back toes, shift your weight forward into your front foot, and lift your back foot. You can have your blocks into your hands if you like. Relax your head and neck, push into your strong big toe, and keep your back leg active. Then let's play with opening and closing our hip. Simply open your top hip, stack it over your bottom hip, and then close it back down. Open, watch your toes reach to the side wall when it's open, and then exhale, level them out. Don't hold any tension in your head or neck. One more opening. One more closing. Full breath in, lift your heel higher. And then kickstand your foot for Shiva squat. Rise up, hands to heart center. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Relax your shoulders and neck. And sink your hips low. Start to steady yourself. One more breath in. Exhale, revolved Shiva squat. Hinge forward and bring your left elbow outside your right thigh. You can stay right here with a kickstanded foot, or you can challenge your balance by grounding down, lifting your left foot, and draw your heel towards your glutes. Keep your belly pulled away from your thigh, and then start to deepen your twist. One more inhale. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step back, hands and foot to the back of the room. Inhale, warrior two, open up, sweet relief on our front hip. Keep your front knee open. You can join me in lifting your front heel for a little modification today. Fire up our calf muscles. Imagine how pretty they look. One more inhale. Exhale, side angle. Stay on your front toe as you reach forward and down. Bring your arms to 6 and 12 o'clock. Then rotate your right ribs under your left ribs. Keep your heel high. Inhale, reverse warrior. Heel still lifted. Reach up and back. Lunge a little deeper, full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Fight gravity on the way down so it's slow and controlled. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down, reach high. Knees, chest, and chin reach forward. Hips reach back. Big breath in. Exhale, goddess arms. Open your heart space. Tweeze your shoulder blades together. Sit a little lower. Inhale. One-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Flex your foot, parallel your thigh with the floor. Ground down as you grow taller. And then exhale, low lunge. Slow, controlled transition. Inhale, keep your belly off your thigh, weight in your feet, and take the opposite grip behind your back for the heart opener. Keep your spine long, your neck long, reach the crown of your head forward. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, come in through crescent moon. Lower your back knee. Reach your hands high, toe heel your left foot forward and out. And sink your hips low. Keep your Uddiyana Bandha engaged. There's a back bend in this posture. Want to support ourselves. With each exhale, let gravity sink your hips a little bit lower. One more inhale. Exhale, half splits. Straighten your front leg, send your hips back. Draw your left femur bone back into your hip socket. Lengthen on the inhales and deepen on the exhales. Great stretch for runners. Loosening up our hamstring. On your next inhale, plant your foot. Set your blocks to the side. Rise back up through crescent moon. And then exhale, standing splits. Tuck your back toes. Shift your weight forward. And send your right foot high. We'll pause here. You can have blocks under your hands to open and shut your hip. Open to the right. And then close it down. Toes point to the earth. Notice how when you open, your foot can go higher. And when you close, it comes down a little bit. That's why a lot of people want to open their hip in standing splits to make it look more dramatic. And that's a perfectly fine choice when you want to open your hip, but we can also strengthen the back of our leg and our glutes by reaching up with a closed hip. One more inhale. Exhale, kickstand your foot behind, and inhale, rise up into your Shiva squat. Long spine, relaxed neck and shoulders, big breath in. Exhale, revolve Shiva squat. Bring your right elbow outside your left thigh. You can kickstand your foot, or you can try floating it up, heel to your hips. Keep your belly drawn in. Find a twist in your spine. Use all your stabilizer muscles. One more breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, hips low. Inhale, warrior two. Blossom open. Option to lift your front heel. Squeeze the middle of your left glute to open your knee wider. Big breath in. Exhale, side angle, reach forward and down. Can keep your heel lifted as you lengthen and rotate your rib cage. Send your hips lower. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back. Right hand rests lightly on your leg, left arm long. Exhale, chaturanga. Or you can skip it and meet in down dog or even at the top of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release some heat. Inhale it to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Linking breath to movement, now we're in the flow. Inhale, chair. Exhale, goddess arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Take your time. Inhale, heart opener. Interlace your hands, press your palms together. Exhale, release. Inhale, crescent moon. Sink your hips low. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, half splits. Maybe you have airplane arms. Challenge your balance. Stay for a breath in. Stay for an exhale. Inhale back through crescent moon. And exhale, standing splits. Stand on your right foot, lift your left. Inhale, Shiva squat. Kickstand your foot, rise up. Exhale, revolve, Shiva squat. Stay for a breath in. Option to float your heel. And then exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two, blossom open, feel proud. Lift your heel. Exhale, side angle. Look up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep working your calf. Exhale, chaturanga. Only one more side to go. Fully inhabit each moment, each posture. The only moment that exists is now. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, goddess arms, open heart. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, opposite grip. Take your heart opener. And then exhale, release. Inhale, crescent moon. Create space for your hips. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, half split. Float your arms back to airplane arms. Reach your heart forward. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, crescent moon. Flatten your front foot. Exhale, standing splits. Big transition. And then inhale, Shiva squat. Long straight spine. Exhale, revolve, Shiva squat, right elbow outside your left thigh. Root into your standing foot, float your heel on the inhale. And then exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Lift your heel if you want. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Option for an ekapada. Keep your heart open as you lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale it to the top of your mat. Exhale, come through to a seat. So strong. So awesome. Have a sip of water. We have a very brief core section today, just really one core exercise, because there's so much core built into our flows today. So Once you've had your water and toweled off, come onto your back and bring your legs into waterfall. Feet reach for the sky, flex your feet, and lengthen through the backs of your legs. Option to put your hips on a block if this is not restful at all for you. That will help you hold it for a few moments while I read you a quote by Aldous Huxley. The spiritual journey does not consist of arriving at a new destination where a person gains what he did not have or becomes what he is not. The spiritual journey consists in the dissipation of one's own ignorance concerning oneself and life, and the gradual growth of that understanding which begins the spiritual awakening. The finding of God is a coming to oneself. I love that. It's all inside us, waiting to be uncovered. All right, you can keep your hands down on the floor, or you can inch them under your hips for a little added support. Point your toes, then lower them 45 degrees to the front of the room. Make sure you continually draw your belly towards the earth and your lower back connects with this floor. If it doesn't, raise them up a little bit higher. And then we're going to write the word allow with our toes. You can do it in cursive. You can print it. You can make your letters big. You can make your letters small. Make the choice that appeals to you today. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Rock side to side. We're going to do it one more time. Reach your toes high, keep your legs active, lower only as far as feels good in your back, and then write it again. Maybe you want to swing them wider this time. Nobody's judging what your letters actually look like, so just have fun with it. Reminds me of writing with sparklers when I was little. All right, draw your knees in, give them another squeeze. And take a long good morning stretch. Toes to the front of the room, arms overhead, soften your belly. Full breath in, full breath out. One more standing series on each side. Bend your legs, reach for the backs of your thighs. Rock and roll up. You can take a chaturanga, or you can meet in down dog. On your next inhale, right leg high. Dial your right pinky toe down, squeeze your thighs together, lift your heel higher. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Take one of your blocks while you're down here and put it on the high setting at the front of your mat. Then root into your feet. Take that heart opener again, interlace your hands behind your back, keep your belly drawn off your thigh. Inhale, warrior one. Shorten and widen your stance, plant your back heel and rise up. Keep your heart opener if that works in your body. You want your front knee stacked over your ankle, back knee straight. Inwardly rotate your back thigh to help send your left hip forward. Then big breath in, proud chest. Exhale, pyramid with a heart opener. Straighten your front leg and start to hinge forward. If you're prone to hyperextension, you can keep a micro bend in your front knee. Try and keep your back heel planted on the earth. Send your right hip back, your left hip forward. Hands go higher. Keep pressing your palms together. Slow, deep breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Inhale, standing splits. Root into your front foot. Lift your back foot. And then on the exhale, Root into your standing leg and start to rise up with control to one-legged mountain. You can put your left foot down to help you with the transition if you want. Take your time getting here. Big breath in. Exhale, open twist to the left. Hands at shoulder height. Keep your left hip dialed down. Open your left shoulder. Then reach for your left knee with your right hand. It'll help you twist deeper. You can stay right here holding your knee, or if you want to, you can try grabbing the outside edge of your foot or your toes and extending your leg forward. I'm going to give it a try. I can't really straighten my leg yet, but that's okay. I like to challenge my balance. Dancing Shiva, we're embodying the goddess again. This is why you have your strap. If you want to hook it on your foot, you can do that. We're here for a couple more breaths. And then meet back, holding your knee in your dancing Shiva. Now we have a big fun transition. One more breath in. Exhale, start to twist in the other direction. Release your knee, kick your foot back, and come in to revolved half moon. Left hand on the block, right arm high. Active lifted leg. Your hips level out. Rotate your shoulders. One more breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with an open twist. Step your foot back, keep your twist, and rise up. Hands at shoulder height. So good. Inhale, star pose. You're going to whip around and burst open facing the left side of your mat. Toes point to the corners. Get really big. Squeeze both glutes, open your hips more. And then exhale into horse. Hands at heart center. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Roll onto the outside edges of your feet so that your knees open. Inhale some goddess arms. Elbows back, heart forward. Then exhale, hands to heart. Sink your horse lower. We're going to do that 3 times. Inhale, goddess arms. Exhale, we're going to sink lower. Inhale, goddess arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale up to star. And then we're going to move into wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Pivot your toes forward. Before we lower down, imagine drawing the outside of your legs out and the inside legs the inside of your legs in. And then create even more tension by lengthening your torso away from your body. Fold forward. And then release your hands to the earth. Shift your weight forward, inwardly rotate your thighs. Don't force anything here, just allow. On your next inhale, halfway lift, another fun transition. Listen closely. Root into your back hand and your front foot. That's your left hand and your right foot. And then with control, swing your left leg under your body and control your descent into boat pose. Boat can have your heels on the floor. It can have your hands under your thighs. Take the option that feels good for you today. Long spine, open heart. And I will read you a quote. Oh, I love this one. Make no mistake about it. Enlightenment is a destructive process. It has nothing to do with becoming better or being happier. Enlightenment is the crumbling away of untruth, and it's seeing through the facade of pretense. It's the complete eradication of everything we imagine to be true. I love that. It doesn't sound peaceful, it sounds radical. Letting all that conditioning go and finding the freedom that's been there all the time. One more breath in. Exhale, cross your legs. You can go through a chaturanga. It would be the second to the last one of class. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your left leg high. Nice level hips. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Root into your feet. Take the opposite grip behind your back. Open your heart space. Hands reach to the back of the room. Inhale, warrior one with a heart opener. Plant your back heel, rise up. Adjust your stance as you need to. So your front knee stacks over your heel. Draw your knuckles down. Open your shoulders, look up. One more inhale. Exhale, pyramid with the heart opener. You can always let your grip go. Use some blocks. Please listen to your body. Inwardly rotate your back thigh, lengthen your spine, and fold. A couple of rounds of breath here. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, standing splits. Root into your left foot. And then exhale, slowly start to rise up. Inhale at the top into one-legged mountain. Exhale, open twist to the right. Grab your knee. Keep your right hand at shoulder height. Draw your right shoulder down your back. Level your hips. An option to extend your leg into standing Shiva. You can hold the outside edge of your foot, your big toe. You can use your strap. Enjoy the feeling of the sweat on your body. Just be in this posture as it is. Release your toe. Come back into your knee hold. Dancing Shiva for one more inhale. Twist a little deeper. And then exhale. Our big transition into revolve half moon. Kick your foot back. Twist in the other direction. Right arm onto your block. Left hand high. Keep your lifted leg and your standing leg active. Rotate your shoulders. Full breath in. Maybe you take a little bit of the weight out of your block. Challenge yourself. Exhale, crescent lunge with an open twist. Hands at shoulder height. Sink your hips low. Then inhale. Whip around into star. Facing the right. Big breath in. Exhale, horse. Inhale, goddess arms. Exhale, sink lower. Make sure you have good posture, like you're leaning against an imaginary wall. Goddess arms. Keep your knees open. One more time. Exhale as you lower. Then inhale, star, get big. Exhale, hands to your hips. Parallel your feet. Activate your legs, lengthen your torso, and then fold forward into your wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you hold on to your legs, walk your hands on the floor. Find a way to use your strength to pull you deeper. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Root into your back hand, your right hand, and your left foot. Slow and controlled, send your leg underneath you. And then lower down to your hips. Boat pose. Long lifted spine. Deepak Chopra says, awakening is not changing who you are. but discarding who you are not. What things are you holding on to that aren't really you, that it's time to let go of? Feel your power here. Keep your core engaged. One more inhale. Exhale, cross your legs. Plant your hands. Go through a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Last one, exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, hinge forward to high plank. And exhale, slowly lower down to your mat. Come into Sphinx pose next. Elbows under your shoulders, feet hip width distance apart. Traction your elbows towards your body as you reach your heart forward and look to the front of the room. Nice back stretch. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow in Sphinx. Option to float your hips when we're in cat. Totally not a requirement. You can just do the engagement without floating your hips. I like to work my elbows a tiny bit towards the back of the room before this. Big breath in. Exhale, cat. Stay on the tops of your feet. Draw your belly up and in. Round your spine. Look to the back of the room. And then inhale, cow. Lower, look forward. Draw your shoulders back. Cat. On the exhale, round. Hover your hips if you want. Inhale, cow. One more time. Really exaggerate it. Use your core, open your shoulders. And then lower back down. Soften your belly, open your heart. Exhale. Lower down, bring your left cheek to the mat, arms by your sides. Bend your feet and windshield wiper your legs side to side for a nice lower back release. And come back to center. Interlace your hands behind your back for bound locust. All this binding we've done today has prepared us for this moment. Feet hip width distance apart. Press your pubic bone down into the earth. Firm up your glutes. Inhale, float everything off the earth. Knuckles to the back of the room. Toes to the back of the room. Heart and crown forward. Lift everything higher. Remember to breathe your natural breath. One more inhale. Use your back body. Lift a little higher. Exhale, right cheek to the mat. Let your heels fall out. Passive neck stretch. Let everything melt into the earth. What are you holding on to that you can release with each exhale? Inhale, bring your chin back to center. Frame your heart with your hands. Rise up. And come onto your back. I like to lower down from staff pose with really firm legs glued to the floor. And come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. Option to place blocks under your knees if that helps you to be more relaxed. Left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly, and close your eyes. Believe in your own divinity in this moment just as much as you believe in the heartbeat under your left hand and the rise and fall of your belly under your right hand. The proof is inside you. The path to enlightenment is not a path at all. It's actually a metaphor for the time it takes for you to allow yourself to be at peace with who you already are, where you're already at, and what you already have, no matter what. Mike Dooley. One more big inhale. Exhale, reach down and close your legs like a book, feet flat on the floor. We're just going to take easy twists today. Tee out your arms. Let your knees fall to the left and your gaze go to the right. Don't try and position anything, control anything. Just be, just allow. Then inhale, bring your knees through center. Let them fall to the right as you gaze to the left. Again, nothing to do, just be. Let gravity do the work for you. On your next inhale, come back through center. Come into happy baby. Bend your knees, reach up between them. You can grab the outside edges of your feet or your shins or the backs of your thighs. Kick into your hands as you pull down on your feet. Use your elbows to open your knees wider. And just move however feels good to you. Try and reconnect with the baby in you that knew you were divine, hadn't built up layers of conditioning and thoughts. One more breath in. Exhale, release your feet. Curl up into a tiny ball, full wind removing pose. Big breath in. And exhale into Shavasana. Send your legs long. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you. Get heavy in your bones. Release the muscles in your face, the tension in your shoulders and hips. We'll close with a Pema Chodron quote. We already have everything we need. There is no need for self-improvement. All these trips we lay on ourselves, the heavy-duty fearing that we're bad and hoping that we're good, the identities that we dearly cling to, the rage, the jealousy, and the addictions of all kinds never touch our basic wealth. They are like clouds that temporarily block the sun. But all the time, our warmth and brilliance are right here. This is who we really are. We are one blink of an eye away from being fully awake. Start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. And take a long good morning stretch. Reach overhead, point your toes. Full inhale. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. And cozy in. As you leave your mat and come into your practice that is your daily life, consider what things you're holding on to, what beliefs you cling to that don't serve you anymore. Just start to notice them. That's all that's required. And you'll gradually start to just let them fall away. Take the mantra allow with you into your week. Believe in your innate goodness and allow it to shine through. On your next inhale, with as little movement as possible, rise up to a comfortable seat on your mat. Bring your hands to your heart and lengthen your spine. Relax your shoulders. Notice all the energy flowing up and down your spine, your prana. Join me in 2 rounds of Om, the mantra that contains the entire universe in one syllable. All it is and ever will be. Release all the stale air out of your lungs. Take a full breath in. Again, full breath in. Bring your hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. It's been such an honor to practice with you, and I'll see you next time. We'll move on from the 8-limbed yoga path into something totally new and exciting next week at Be Free Yoga.